Alright, so I'm going to do my first video on this channel. This one is going to be comparing the Galaxy Tab 2 7.0 to the Nexus 7 by Asus and Google and for a good reason, I guess. Both these tablets are rooted with custom ROMs installed, so just, there's that. Okay, so this is the Galaxy Tab 2. Both these tablets are about the same price. This is the 16 gig model, and this one is 8 gigs with expandable SD card memory, SD card memory. And this one has CyanogenMod Mod 9 installed on it. I actually recently reflashed the ROM. But out of the box, stock ROM, I'll tell you how it works. Filled with bloatware, it doesn't give you much room to install apps at all. Kind of slow. Swiping through menus is fairly fast with the stock ROM, but it's fairly slow when you start games up. Some of the games that are actually compatible will crash because of all the crappy bloatware in the background fiddling around or doing whatever. I don't care. But yeah, so it runs okay, and it runs certain games. There are certain games that are compatible that look fairly nice. So, but once you root this, and I didn't find it very easy to root. There was no one-click method that I found. If there is one, I don't know about it. But this was fairly hard to root. Once I was able to root this device and clear out all that crappy bloatware, I cleared up a few gigs of space. There wasn't like so much that I could install tons and tons of stuff on it, but there was enough for a couple more games to install. It's not a lot of space. Another thing is that SD card memory. There are certain apps that allow you to copy the app to the SD card to save some little space, but it won't let you do that. It doesn't let you do that. I've tried it, no luck with that. I love doing this. So anyways, yeah, so I've had no luck trying to store some of those games on an SD card. So right now this this tablet, let me pick it up a bit, is being overclocked. Well, probably not, overclocked right now, but it's got an CyanogenMod 9. There's an option under performance for overclocking, which normally you need an app to do. So I have this set to I can't see. I can't focus. Let me try to adjust the brightness. Low on space. Yeah, I got a few apps installed, and it's there you go. I think it's on auto, but oh well. Yes, there it is. So yeah, it's being overclocked, and the apps run really smooth now. Everything, and if you notice on here, I have Nova 3, Real Racing 2, and that's the HD version, I believe, and Max Payne. I also had what is it? It's not compatible. Oh God. What's the name of that game? I had that racing game that is kind of popular that I can't think of. I had Asphalt 7. I was able to install Asphalt 7. That worked perfectly fine. Nova 3 works. Modern Combat works, but not in the Play Store. Right now it's telling me my device is not compatible, but there is a way to do that, and I can show you that in another video. But yeah, so all those games that are actually apparently not compatible, they run honestly better than the Nexus 7, but that's rooted. You can't just take it out of the box and get that kind of stuff on here. So if you can get this thing rooted and get the correct directions, you can actually go on the Play Store, the full Play Store, and download any app you really want. And yeah, some of them are truly not compatible, but a lot of them you'll find that they really are compatible and they play great. Nova 3 plays excellent. I don't understand, because this thing plays Nova 3 like crap. You notice I have a custom, like I said, I have a custom ROM on here, so that's I was able to get the lock screen to flip and all that crap. So now we'll talk about the Nexus 7, which this does not have expandable memory. However, if you root it, and it's very, very easy to root, you can get an OTG cable, and you can plug it into the micro USB cable in the bottom, and then using an app, you can actually use a there's a special app to get. You can get a USB adapter thingy, whatever, USB thumb drive or whatever, and you can get some extra storage that way. So you can work around that. Now, on stock ROM, this does not flip. You don't need to root to get this to flip. What I'm using is takes a little while to draw if you do it really fast, so the widgets tend to take a while, but what I'm using is, some people are using this flip, I forget the heck it's called, the ultimate rotation program. I'm using a launcher, a special Jelly Bean launcher. It's Holo Launcher HD. So yeah, that flips, and it works fine. And also I have my lock screen flips. Other than that, what else? Yeah, so I got the games on here from the Play Store. You see, this has a lot of storage, internal storage, so you can get a good amount of games on this. So if you're a gamer, and that's what this video is more comparing it for, these two devices, yeah, so you can get like all these games on here, and if you can get you know, the USB device, which I haven't hooked up yet, you can set it up with emulators and a crap load of ROMs, which is what I'm really looking to do, some retro gaming and stuff like that. So this is actually I think it's like an altered version of the Cyanogen Mod 10 ROM. It's called Paranoid Android. It's got a few different modes, like phablet and all this other phone modes and stuff you can use it in. So other than that, let's see. So far this thing is running Gameloft games like crap, really badly. Some of them, except for Modern Combat 3, runs really smoothly. But the odd thing is that it seems like this has when you play it has higher resolution higher res textures, and it just looks more realistic on the Samsung Galaxy Tab 2, which is weird. I mean, this thing is so much more powerful than that, and it can and that can really play these games a lot better. It's just that it doesn't have all the, it doesn't exactly have all the space that this one has. So that's that. Oh, there's a program that you use for USB storage, stick mount. Haven't got the USB thingy yet, but whatever. This is probably the worst fucking video you've ever fucking seen in your life, but whatever. So yeah, so this, other than that, this has a front-facing camera. Ooh boy, like anybody gives a shit about taking pictures with a tablet. Okay, maybe some do, but yeah. And oh, also the screen is actually fairly smooth, so it's easier for playing games. So when you're there's less resistance from your finger to the screen, whereas this one is a little resistant to your touches. You feel a little bit of a squeaking sometimes when you move your finger, so it can get a little uncomfortable after times, and it can make it a little harder to control. Other than that, that's my first video, and I'll be doing better videos than that. This is kind of nonsense first video comparison. There you go. Thank you for watching, I think. If you did. I don't know. I'm stupid. Have a nice day.